So you wanted to get started making YouTube videos. Trust me, it's a fun hobby to get into. It can even get to be a good profession. Some people made a career of it. Some people have even quit their jobs and just gone on full-time making YouTube their life. My hat's off to them. I'm probably nowhere near that talented. But hopefully, through this video, I'll be able to share some information on my experiences, how I got started, what I used to get started, and how it kind of went from there. So, pull up a chair, stick around, pour yourself a beverage. This might actually be entertaining. So, as far as YouTube goes, anybody who's actually been to my channel knows it's kind of Spartan. It hasn't had a whole lot of content until recently, until I really started getting interest into it. But I found that as I got into it, it is a lot of fun. It can be an addictive hobby. I mean, heck, look at the people who've become famous for it. Some of my favorite YouTube artists out there have been out there for years, and they do really well at it. I'm talking people like Boogie2988, Jay's 2 Cents, Barnacles Nerdgasm, Alpha Mega Sin, Angry Joe Show. They've all been doing this stuff for years, and they are awesome at what they do. Now, granted, a lot of these people have a lot better equipment than I do. So, if you're just getting started, you don't really need a huge screaming budget in order to get started, but there are some things that you will need. Now, here are my recommendations as far as things to help you get started. First, you're going to need a good webcam or some kind of camera. You don't need to go out and spend a whole bunch of money on a DSLR or some huge contraption in order to shoot your videos. You can get by with a webcam, and the one that I did a lot of research on and saw a lot of reviews on and decided to go with was the Logitch C920. And this is a 1080p webcam, although when you're recording video for YouTube, a lot of the programs that I use, it tends to cap out at 30 FPS. But, for YouTube, it does really well. As you can tell by the quality of this video, it does shoot really good, really nice quality, and it goes real well. And it only set you back about $80 or $90, and price may have gone down since the time I bought mine, but that's about what I got it for. And I like it. It does well for me. It does what I want it to do. Now, granted, for the audio, you can get by using the audio that comes with the webcam. There's no harm, no foul there. If you want to sound a little clearer, a little cleaner, you might want to pick up an external microphone. Now, there are a couple different kinds that you can get that I've heard a lot about. Whether you get the Blue Ice Snowball or the Blue Yeti, both of them work really well. I went with the Blue Ice Snowball. Costs about 50 bucks. It's a straight USB mic. You don't need any extra hookups to go with it. You don't need any extra cabling. However, I have, encountered the fact that the audio does tend to get a little low, on the low side. So, I did some research and I found a tutorial on how to make your camera sound better. And I'll put a link up here somewhere as far as the site that I went to find software that would help boost the gain on it. And two of the programs that I found were VB Cable and VoiceMeeter, which are both free downloads. They're donationware if you want to donate to them, because they do really good as far as their programs go. And they'll enhance the audio quality of your mic. Okay, so you have your camera, you have your microphone, if you choose to go that route. Of course, you're going to have a computer. Granted, most of the modern to high-range computers nowadays will be more than adequate for handling video encoding. Check around, do some reviews, see what will go best for the software that you intend on using. As far as the software that I use, I've been looking all over trying to find a decent video editing type of software, and for years I had idolized Adobe because they had Premiere and it has all these bells and whistles, but I have felt victim to the sticker shock. I saw the price for it, I'm like, whoa, no, I can't go that much. So I looked around for better alternatives, and a friend of mine turned me on to a program called Wondershare Video Editor, which has since become Wondershare Filmora, which is a wonderful program. It's very slick, easy, intuitive user interface. It imports a lot of different types of files. It lets you do editing. It's got great transitions, overlays, effects, text, music that comes along with it that you can use, and you can get a lifetime license for a lot less than what you would get for buying something like any of those other higher grade programs. And this works really well, and I think you'll be quite happy with it. I know I'm pleased as punch with it. So now you have your camera, your microphone if you choose to go with it. You've got your computer, of course. You've got your video editing software. What else do you really need? Well, the rest of the stuff that you really need is really intangible because there's no real way of quantifying outside of the effort that you put into it. If you have an interesting subject that you want to talk about, by all means talk about it. If you can provide information, documentation about the subject, provide it in your video description. Give people links to where they can find out more about it. Be descriptive, be imaginative, be a little bit entertaining. I know I try to be. I might succeed. Well, sometimes. But so far I think I've been doing pretty well with it. I've gone and done a number of tech type stuff, and I've done some music things, and it's, granted, my channel's a little bit all over the place, hence the name of the channel. So hopefully some of these tips will get you a little bit started as far as what kind of things you can get, what you can expect, how well they should perform, and I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. So once you have the gear, all the rest that you put into it is just you. You put yourself into it. And it's best to have fun with it. Enjoy it. Don't make it a chore. Don't make it a job. Have fun with it, because if your videos are interesting, people are going to come by and check them out. And the more they check it out, the more your user count goes up, the more subscribers you get, and things will get better. So I hope y'all have a lot of fun with it. Till next time, this is Midnight Banshee here in the House of Randomness saying, always be original, be yourself, be random, have some fun.